Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I have a very different video today. I have never done a video this personal. I'm basically deaf and I have a hearing condition and I wear hearing aids. So without the hearing aids, I don't hear a thing. I read lips and I wear hearing aids. I have never talked about this before because I didn't felt simply not important, and it is, it is. We should all understand that there's so many people out there going through something, and it's been a handicap and a disability that I've always had, and it's always been a part of me. I've never posted about it because I just didn't feel comfortable, and I mean my heart right now is like this, so nervous right now because I've never talked about this before, and it's just like I don't know how to tell you guys this, so bear with me. I was born with a hearing condition. Like, the nerves of my ears are not working as good as a normal person, and my family didn't know what was going on with me. They thought I had a mental problem because I didn't hear, and they could not tell that. Nobody knew that I had this condition until I was like 7. My mom would like bathe me and I would literally not hear, so she would end up yelling at me because I didn't hear her. So I grew up a little bit confused, you know what I mean? I grew up a little bit confused when I was young. So they took me to a lot of doctors and they all said they didn't understand what was going on. I don't know why the doctors were not able to detect my deafness. Eventually the school doctor checks everyone in school. Basically he said that I had a hearing condition. So my mom and my dad were kind of like devastated because they understood everything what was going on with me. They took me to a hearing doctor, and the hearing doctor said that I should go to a deaf school and speak with sign language, and that's it. They were so scared that I would go to like a deaf school and speak in sign language. So they took me to a hospital in Miami, and the doctor told me that I had to wear hearing aids. So they put on the hearing aids on me and I went out of the clinic, and literally a plane passed by and I would ask my dad, like, what is that sound? And he said, like, that's the plane. And I told him, wow, like the planes have a sound. I eventually just went to school like a normal person, but I've always struggled. It's still a handicap, and it's something that I've always had. I read lips, so if I don't see your mouth, I don't understand. And I wanted to make this video to tell you guys about this because some of you think that I'm perfect or that I have everything. I'm not perfect. I'm not that image you see on Instagram. So my parents would not understand what was going on with me. I would also talk differently. I used to speak very differently when I didn't have hearing aids, like very differently when I was like a kid. I would pronunciate so much, but at the same time not in a good way. I wanted to tell you guys that you should not judge anyone by any means, because you never know what people go through. You never know what people went through or what people have in their lives going on. So in my case, there's been so many times that I've been judged because I didn't hear. So basically people think that I'm too shy or I don't talk much because I don't care, that I ignore people, or teachers thought that I would not care about the class, that I would not pay attention. It's created a stigma on me that I hate. It's a little bit frustrating for me, this whole thing, because I feel like I have like a plug on my ears and people don't see that, and they don't understand that I'm not hearing, and they don't understand that I cannot communicate 100%. I've read so many comments on like my Facebook or my Instagram, and some comments have been negative about me because they actually saw me in the street, approach and said hi, and they say that I turn around. And I've never in my life ignored somebody, like, ever. I'm not that person. And when I read these comments, it broke my heart because I'm not that person. If you ever came across me or just like met me and I was not responsive, I probably didn't hear you because I don't hear. A lot of times I'm walking on the streets and somebody yells something at me, I never hear it. I never understand. Now with the masks, like everyone wears masks everywhere, it's even worse. Like that's a thing that us people with deafness or like a hearing condition have a hard time with. And some people are not nice. I have to get really close to the person and be like, hey, I don't hear, I have a hearing condition, I need to see your lips. This COVID situation has impacted me even more, and I guess it'll go away eventually. You should always be very patient with people that have a hearing condition, because we're trying, like we try so hard to understand you, you know, but it's so hard and it's frustrating because you feel like, what's the point of getting in the conversation if I'm gonna struggle all throughout the whole conversation and try to understand? So one of the main reasons I wanted to talk about this is to bring more awareness for deaf people and people with hearing impairment. I have it, and I should definitely speak up for me and for anyone that has a hearing condition or any sort of disability, you know. I think we should just be very understanding, because you can never know what's going on inside anyone's mind or inside anyone's body. We should always try to accept ourselves with whatever we came with. You're not your problems, you're not your insecurities, you're not your weaknesses. You are how you go through things and how you want to be better. That's what you are. You're not somebody that has a mental illness, you're not somebody that has whatever, you're not that person. You are how you get over it. I didn't overcome this, but I've learned so much and realized that I'm so proud of myself. Like, you should be proud of yourself. I can't believe how far I've come with this, you know. You just need to pat yourself on the back and be like, I am doing my best. It's not about my condition, it's more about the message, and you don't need the approval of others. You just need to know who you are and love yourself. We're all the same, we all have feelings, and whatever you're going through, it's not necessarily it's gonna pass. Like, this is never gonna pass. There's no way you can do anything here. Like, this is forever. I know I'm gonna have it forever, and I'm gonna live with it, and I'm gonna embrace it. Some of you think, oh, I hate this about me, but no, that makes you who you are. I always felt that I had so many limits and so many obstacles because of this, and that has given me the strength to even be better and do better, and just like, you know what, I'm not gonna let that make me stop. It's not bigger than me, and I came to the word with it for some reason, you know, that everything happens for a reason. Everything. That's like my motto of life. Before I keep going, I just wanted to let you know, guys, that I started my blog or my Instagram because I wanted to do something creative and share it with the world. Like, that's the only reason. I didn't want to be an influencer. Like, I feel now Instagram or social media is about sharing how amazing your life is, which is okay, fine. I don't want you guys to think that I'm like unreachable. My life is unreachable. I also have problems, I also have issues, I also have a lot that I go through, and try to inspire some of you if I can, because that's the main point. Another thing that's very important is that I wear it on this side and not on this side, because I'm almost deaf, 100% deaf on this side. So if I wear my hearing aid on this side, I feel like it makes no difference. I just wear the left hearing aid, and this is what it looked like. So if you want to see, you can just like fast forward. This is the thing, and it goes in the back, so you cannot see it, but I'm wearing something, you know. Always wearing this on the back of my ear, always. If I wear the hearing aid, I cannot talk on the phone, because when you talk, this doesn't work. So I could never talk on the phone, and now the new technology, these have Bluetooth, so amazing. But before, I would never speak on the phone. Like, phone for me was like, no. A lot of you guys ask me what's my music taste, what are my favorite bands and genres and whatever. So the frequencies I hear are different. So the song that you hear, I'm never gonna hear it the same way. So that's why I have the particular music taste that I think is worse or better. I just have my own music taste because I hear it in a different way. And that's why when people judge music tastes and stuff like that, I'm always like, don't go there, because you don't know how people hear. You don't know how people see. You don't know how others experience things. So if you don't know how that person experiences things, how are you gonna judge whatever they think or whatever their perceptions are? Sometimes when I take off my hearing aids, I'm like, shit, I'm deaf. Like, I'm deaf. I don't hear a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna feel this way. Okay, it's fine. Feel it and embrace it. I've had so many stories that I could tell you guys that I've had with the hearing aids, with the hearing condition. Once the police stopped me and I would not understand what they said because they were speaking so fast and yelling at me like, give me your ID. And they thought I was like not wanting to show my ID, and I was like, I'm not understanding, like, what do you want? And oh, my ID. And they were like, yeah, like yelling at me. Started shaking because I was like not understanding like what's gonna happen if they think I'm like this way but I'm not understanding. You need to speak up for what you have if you feel comfortable. I think that's the way that we can make this world a little bit better, understand each other. Literally, I think that's the key, because we are all trying to be happy in this world. Just be more empathetic and understanding, and yeah, that's it. That's the main reason I made this video. It hasn't been easy for me to kind of like get over the fact that I'm deaf. I don't have the perfect life, but even though I don't have the perfect life, I'm trying to make the best out of it. And that's what you should do too. And the only person that's gonna have your back forever. I'm definitely gonna keep this conversation going. Let me know in the comments if you guys have any questions, and I'll be happy to answer them. And yeah, that's it. I love you guys so much. You have no idea how gratifying it is for me where somebody tells me, thank you, because of you I moved to that place, because of you I decided to study, because of you I started wearing whatever I want. That for me means the world, because I'm still struggling with that. I'm still trying. I also have those issues. I understood that I'm not a deaf person. I'm more than that, and inspire other people and be inspired by other people. Yeah, I love you guys so much, and I hopefully see you in my next video.